The man spilled wine all over the doorway. Then he pulled down the metal door. He even sealed all the windows. After that, he hid in the bathroom with his gun and his dog. Because the night creatures were coming out to hunt. 3 years ago, a virus broke out. Those infected became night creatures. But they were afraid of sunlight. Will survived because he was immune. One day, he hammered in a nail and tied a rope to it. The other end of the rope was tied to a truck. Finally, he spilled blood on a cloth. After setting the trap, he watched the door. Soon he caught a nocturnal creature. He brought the creature to his laboratory. He injected the antidote into the creature's body, but its heart stopped beating. He had tried many times before, but each attempt had ended in failure. Another day, while Will was out, he accidentally fell into the trap. He fainted. When he woke up, he found his dog barking. He grabbed a knife and cut the rope. When he landed, a knife stabbed his thigh. Will screamed in pain. The dog stayed by his side, deeply concerned. Suddenly, the dog began barking furiously at the entrance of the hole. A night creature and a monster dog emerged. As the sun set, the monster dog attacked. Will grabbed his gun and fired at them, but his dog was bitten. Will gently held the dog. He brought it back to the lab. He gave it the antidote, but it was too late. The dog's eyes turned red, and its fur began to fall out. It was mutating. Will watched the dog in agony. He ended the dog's life. That night, Will lost his only friend. He drove through the city with a blank stare. The sound attracted the nocturnal creatures. Will drove his car into them. He wanted revenge, but there were too many enemies. They overturned his car. Just as they were about to bite him, a strong purple light appeared. The nocturnal creatures fled. When he woke up, he found himself saved by humans. This gave him hope. But that night, they heard noises outside. The nocturnal creatures had found them. They were helpless. They could only go to the lab first. As they entered the night, the nocturnal creatures followed closely behind. He suddenly realized the antidote was working. The female nocturnal creature began to recover. Others surrounded the laboratory. The leader of the nocturnal creatures entered. He collided with the glass door, which began to crack. Suddenly, the leader stopped and drew a butterfly. Will noticed a tattoo on her neck. The leader only wanted to save his wife. Nocturnal creatures also have emotions. Will lowered his gun. He pulled out the needle. Then he quickly handed the blood he had extracted from the leader's wife to the woman, and let her leave first. He stayed behind, took out a hand grenade, and blew himself up along with the creatures of the night. Everything was over. The woman successfully handed over the syringe of blood to the police.